Hey everybody, it's Miss T from the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library. Thank you for stopping in for another special story time and happy Hispanic Heritage Month. So we're going to keep on celebrating and honoring with another folk tale. We're going to continue to read from Once Upon a Time, traditional Latin American tales, written by Raul Martinez and illustrated by Raul Colon. Today's story is the Tlacuache and the Coyote. Now, I'm also going to use the board back here to help us a little bit, okay? Once upon a time, a coyote was wandering through the countryside when all of a sudden he met a Tlacuache laying on his back with his feet propped up against a huge rock that was sticking out the side of a mountain. The rock seemed to be floating in midair. Now, the coyote had known the Tlacuache for a very long time, and he remembered all of the wicked tricks the Tlacuache had played on him whenever they met. So this time the coyote decided to surprise the Tlacuache and took the chance to avenge himself. He walked right up to the relaxed Tlacuache and said to him in his fiercest voice, "You are not going to escape from me this time, you scoundrel. I'm going to eat you up." Without batting an eyelash, the Tlacuache answered, "Can't you see that I am doing something important? I'm holding up the sky with my paws, and as you can see, the sky is propped up by this rock. If you were to gobble me up right now, the rock would fall down and the sky would come crashing down on our heads, killing us both. Instead of eating me, why don't you help me? Here, take my place, and I'll find something else to hold the rock up. This way, neither one of us has to do it." Terrified by the idea that the world will come crashing down at any moment, the coyote accepted the Tlacuache's offer. As soon as the coyote was laying down with his feet up against the rock, the Tlacuache smiled wickedly and ran off. "I'll be right back, my friend," he shouted, "and remember, don't even move a whisker or else the sky will come crashing down." Now, lots of time passed before the coyote started wondering why the Tlacuache hadn't returned. And he was afraid to take his feet up off that rock. He continued waiting for a few hours longer until the sun started to go down and he could hardly bear the pain in his legs anymore. He looked around to see if there was anybody who could help him, but he saw nobody. Desperate, he finally decided to stand up and let the world come crashing down. But to his surprise, when he let go of that rock, nothing happened. Everything stayed in place, and the sky did not fall down. Seething in anger, the coyote realized that the Tlacuache had fooled him once again. So he hurried off to find him, angrier than ever. Ugh. Now, it was dark when he finally found the Tlacuache standing on the edge of a cliff. There we go. Now the stars had begun to come out across the horizon, and the coyote could barely see the silhouette of his tormentor in the light of a full moon. As soon as he saw that coyote, but as soon as the Tlacuache was busy eating a large pumpkin. Yum, 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 yum. As soon as he saw the coyote, though, he threw himself on the ground and pretended that he was dead. He lay perfectly still, with his tongue sticking out and his eyes blank. But the coyote wasn't a bit deceived. Stop fooling around, Tlacuache. I know all your tricks. This time, you won't get away from me, he said. My friend, why are you so angry at me, the Tlacuache said, realizing that there was no reason to go on pretending that he was dead. Don't you see that I'm here working for the both of us? I don't believe a single word you say, Tlacuache, said the coyote. But it's true. See, they're selling cheese in that house down below. I'm counting my money here to see how many pieces of cheese we can buy, Tlacuache said. How? Why don't you help me count? The sooner we finish counting, the sooner we can eat. The poor coyote was very hungry after having spent the entire day holding up the sky. Now he couldn't resist the idea of eating delicious cheese. He sat down next to the Tlacuache to help him count the pumpkin seeds. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After a while, the coyote excitedly said, I think we got more than enough money for the cheese. But how will we get to the house? Easily, my friend, the Tlacuache answered. All we need to do is take a running leap off the edge of this cliff and whoosh! In a matter of seconds, we'll be down there surrounded by all that heavenly cheese. The coyote wavered for a moment, but his stomach was twisted with hunger. Since the Tlacuache was as persuasive as ever, the coyote replied, all right, but I know that you're capable of tricking me just to get rid of me, so we should jump together at once. Agreed? The Tlacuache nodded, but while the coyote gathered up the seeds, the Tlacuache was tying his tail to a big rock. So, crafty as ever, the Tlacuache used that opportunity to tie his own tail to that nearby rock without being seen. So then they both went right up to the edge of the cliff. And the coyote counted 1, 2, 3, jump! And the Tlacuache jumped. But he didn't move an inch because his tail was securely tied to the rock. The coyote, on the other hand, flew so high into the air that he completely disappeared from sight. And that is how the Tlacuache finally got rid of the coyote, poor thing. Now, some people believe that the coyote jumped all the way to the moon. and sing and can sometimes be seen there when the moon is full, howling and feeling sorry for himself for being so hungry and for having allowed himself to be tricked once again by the Tlacuache. Now, the Tlacuache is a small gray animal that is found throughout the American continent. Although Tlacuache refers to a particular species that lives in Mexico, it is also known as weasel, chucha, and opossum in other parts of Latin America. One of the most curious features of the Tlacuache is that, as in this story, when he feels that he's in trouble, he throws himself on the ground and pretends that he's dead. The Tlacuache is one of the creatures best adapted to living near humans, which may explain why he plays a role in so many Native American stories and myths. Once again, the story is the Tlacuache and the Coyote. From Once Upon a Time, Traditional Latin American Tales, written by Rueben Martinez and illustrated by Raul Colon. And I want to thank you so much for stopping in and listening to our story time with our Tlacuache and Coyote friends. And if you are easily fooled, please remember to think first. Keep your foot off of that rock. Okay? And remember, the library is open now every day. So we're open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 9, Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 11 to 3 o'clock. You can call us or go online, www.plainfieldlibrary.info, or you can come right on in and check us out. Okay? So we're here to help and here to take suggestions. And if you have any stories in mind or any questions whatsoever, contact us, and we're, of course, we're happy to be of assistance. Once again, this is Miss T from the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library, wishing you all a happy, healthy, and safe Heritage Month, Hispanic Heritage Month. Be safe and hope to see you soon. Take care.